it's Cherie from Cherie's Crafty Girls. Thank you for joining me today. Excuse me. Today I'm going to make this beautiful little box that contains some little notelets, and these are 4x4, and you simply cut your cardstock down to 8 inches by 4, score it at the 4 inches, fold and stamp whichever design you like on top. I'm not going to show you the cards today, I'm just concentrating on the box. And the stamp I'm using is So In Love, and as you can see I used the little daisy and one of the leaves, and that one I just stamped all over and a little one on the inside. That one I used the big flower and the daisy. That one I just randomly did some daisies, and that one was just the big flower on top. But as I say, I'm going to concentrate on the box today, and this is Blooms and Bliss, which is a gorgeous pattern DSP, and the belly band is made from the framelets that are inside that go with the So In Love suite, and I'm going to use the squarer one, and I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. But first of all, the cardstock you're going to need is 2 pieces of 7 1/4 by 7 1/4. I've used mint macaron and again Blooms and Bliss, and this has got gosh, I'm not sure which one the light one is. It Sahara Sands? Yeah, Sahara Sands. And it's got Island Indigo and mint macaron, which is the colour I've used for the card base. And they're both double-sided, so it's absolutely fantastic. And then for the belly band, I've used a piece of matching DSP, and that's 6 1/2 by 1 3/4. And then I used a piece of white, whisper white cardstock, and the width of that is 4 1/2 inches. Don't worry about the length, but as long as you've got 4 1/2 inches, and then you lay your framelit literally along the width of it, because we don't need this piece here. So that's the perfect measurement to get that size, and it gives a nice cut on either side. And then I used A Day to Celebrate, which is this one, and I did the same on that one in Island Indigo in the centre, which is already formed for you, and I did that in Island Indigo. So we don't need that piece, and we'll start with the box. Now for the box base, actually I'll start with the lid, and this you do at 3/4 inches. Now I'm doing 3/4 inches on this side because it's easier for me to hold the paper here. Making sure you use the lighter of the two. Do 3/4 inch all the way around. So that's on all 4 sides. And the same there. And then score again at 1 1/2 inches. And this time I'm going to do it using the measurements on this side because I've still got enough to hold. So it's 1 1/2 inches on all 4 sides, and that's for the lid, which is your coloured DSP. Then taking the cardstock, now for the base you are going to go just over the 3/4 inch, but not quite to the 16th inch mark on the other side. And you're going to do that on all 4 sides. You go to 1/4 inch and just slide it a hair's breadth over, but not quite to the 16th of an inch mark. And that you do again on all 4 sides, and this is why I'm using my trimmer, because you can't quite get just over 3/4 inch on your scoring board. And you do the same at 1.5, so you come to 1.5 and just go over slightly. And I've always found that that has done a perfect fit. Oh, I've just cut it. That's exactly what you shouldn't do. That's why I was talking, and so I'm going to have to get another piece. I do apologise. That's where you really must concentrate. So we'll come in and we'll cut another piece. It's 7 1/4 by 7 1/4. And taking that blade out of the way, you're going to do 3/4 or just over again on the right hand side. So sorry about that. That will teach me not for concentrating, won't it? Just over 3/4 on all 4 sides. A little bit. And then we're going to the 1.5 and just over again. And making sure this time that you do not cut it. There we are. That's that out of the way. Right, bring in your bone folder and fold and burnish all of your score lines so nice and crisp. Except with the box, you do need to have that lovely nice crisp score line. I think it makes all the difference. And do exactly the same with the lid of your box. And I must admit, I do like these reinforced sides on the box. I think it makes it just a little bit more sturdy. You don't have to, but I just like it. Now I'll show you how to cut on the card because you can see it that bit better. Now in each corner you have 4 little squares. You're going to cut down from the first score line to the second score line. You've got one here, and then you're going to come down to the second, and then move along to the next score line and come down to the second score line, removing the first 2 boxes and notch, and remove just the top box of the next one, and that forms your tab. And you're just going to notch that little tab and the top flap. So we're going to come across to the next 4 squares and cut down both score lines to the second score line, removing the first 2 boxes and the top of the next box, and notch your top tab and your little tab. That tab is going to fold inside your box. So come to the opposite side and again cut up the first score line to the second score line, second score line to the second score line, removing your first 2 boxes and the top of the box next to it. Notch and the tab at the top, and again cut up these 2 score lines to the second score line, removing your first 2 boxes and the top of the next box, and just notch like so. And you will repeat that on your lid. Again, as I say, you have 4 squares in the corner. Cut up your first score line, up the second score line, remove your first 2 boxes, your single box, and notch, 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 and notch. Come along to these 2 score lines, so up the first one to the second, removing the 2 outer boxes and the singular box, and come across to the opposite side, up your 2 score lines, removing your first 2 boxes, your single box, and oops, that doesn't look right there at all. Let me just come back. Excuse me, sorry about that, I mismeasured somewhere. So I've redone a new lid, and as I say, we're still doing, oh, I've cut that one wrong now. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Right, so we're notching. Now coming to the opposite side, I'll be cutting down our 2 score lines. We're taking away our end 2 boxes, our top of that box, notch, 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 and notch. Right, so bring in your adhesive, and you are going to make your box up. So the inside of your box facing up, you're going to put some adhesive on the outside of these 2 flaps. So that's on the right side. Same on this one and this one. And then on the inside of these longer flaps, because they're going to come over your tabs. Haven't notched missed that one, haven't I? So just along, and then you just make your box as you would normally, making sure your corners are all nicely aligned. And the same here, this corner to this corner, and just fold your tabs over. Bring in your bone folder to make sure they're all nice and pressed down. And that's the base of your box. And you do exactly the same here. And as you can see on one, I've cut the tab wrong, but it's not the end of the world. You still, on the pattern side, or the side you want facing out, adhere some glue, adhesive, and then along the tabs you put your adhesive on the inside of your box, because that's going to fold over and secure the box and strengthen the sides. So make your box sides exactly as you would normally, and fold over your tab, bring that over and fold over your tab, and the same there, and last bring that tab in, and then just making sure that that's all nicely done there, and your lid, and then fit over your box like so. Isn't that gorgeous? And then to make your belly band, I just folded belly band over my box, so you can do it underneath, but you do need just enough to go over the edge of the top of the box. And then I just creased it, and then I came in and I reinforced those creases with my bone folder, so you can just about see where you folded. So just crease. I'm just going to double check to make sure that's all going to sit. Torn that now, like so. There we go, just to make sure that fits nice. And the same there. And then you're just going to use a little bit of adhesive along that outer edge to adhere band onto, making sure it goes right up to the score line. And the same side, and there's your belly band. And then you just simply slide that onto your box. And I think that makes a really gorgeous belly band. And it's just another use for that lovely strip with the framelit. So I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please like and subscribe. If you'd like to purchase any of the products used in this project, whoops, I've caught my bracelet, there's a link to my shop below, or pop across to Cherie'sCraftyGirlsblog.wordpress.com. There's a link there to my shop as well. Until next time, take care. Bye.